So here's what I'm working with today. Wait, do I have this on right? There's a slit there. All right, let me shift it a little bit. I'm new to this kind of lifestyle with the mat. I love this. Loving this, by the way. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm loving the top, but I do love that it matches the suit. I just put on my favorite like high bottoms. This is a swimsuit. It's one of my favorites from Amazon. I've had it for 3 years ish, and it's my go-to. It's my favorite. It like sucks everything in. Did I already tell you about this? It's my favorite. You know, the top isn't my favorite, but I do like the prints and how it matches. And then I also got a different one over here. This one kind of matches too. These are pants, which I love, but it's a different print and different style top. So this is a little more risque for my liking, but I'm probably gonna wear that one tomorrow-ish. And then I got this one piece. I love the green colors, not as vibrant or fun as the pink, but it does look really nice with these bottoms too. So I don't know, I really like this vibe.
Ended up being my most complimented bathing suit. This and the next one that you're going to see, but this is just at sunset one night. So beautiful.
Good morning. I'm putting some breakfast together. I'm making like those chicken mini things that I told you about. So while the dough is frozen, last time I didn't do this, but I've learned the error of my ways, okay? I just take them and I cut them in half.
My camera died. My second battery wasn't charged. It was a whole thing, but the rolls needed to rise anyway, so it kind of worked out.
About to take a walk on the beach, collect some more seashells, but I feel like I had to share these pants with you in this moment. Perfect coastal grandmother moment. These are my favorite pants. They're Lily Pulitzer. I don't know how to this. My favorite pants are Lily Pulitzer. And they're just perfect beach themed pants. I had to bring them, had to wear them. Wish they were a little more high-waisted / a little less high-watery, but I figure when you're walking along the beach, what more can you ask for? Seriously? Take a look on this print. Amazing. Coastal grandma vibes is how I'm living my life for the rest of it.
So we brought a couple of extra kids with us, cousins and friends of the kids. And so I don't remember what day this is. 3, day 4, I don't know. This is the part 2 of the vlog. Wait, am I editing the wrong? Anyway, this is part 2, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so I said, I feel like I haven't seen the big kids much this trip. And so we went out shell hunting this morning, and it was just so lovely. It was just us. I said, I just wanted to, be the family, spend some family time together. So I was happy we were able to get that. Wentworth had a ton of fun in the ocean. This is when the wind really picked up. The day after this and the day following, the next day, was crazy. The waters were like from the Atlantic, like waves galore, undertow, all that good stuff. Made it fun for the kids and also slightly dangerous. But Wentworth was loving how the wind was picking up and there were some pretty nice waves. It's not usual for the Gulf Coast, but we were enjoying it while we could. And, that wild storm was rolling in. Did you guys see that? Anyway, if you do, you do. If you don't, well, call your grandma. I'm sure she'll know all about the weather. Mine does anyway. Anyway, so the shell bags were a massive hit amongst the kids. They were collecting all the shells. They found the bacon shells are their favorite. They're which is great because they're like broken shells. Kind of looks like bacon. Other than that, it's always to find one that's unshelled.
Check for the day. You guys know I don't get dressed on a normal day, but vacation, like I buy new outfits and I don't know, I turn into a whole new woman. I'm loving these. I wish I got them in a slightly smaller size because they just keep falling down a little bit, which is whatever. I actually would prefer a more looser fit, so I'm actually glad that I got this size. But so beachy. Beachy, coastal grandma vibe still is happening because matchy-matchiness. And then also like the slits up, but they're pants, so it's awesome. And then the matching top, I debated getting rid of this, returning it, not keeping it. It's a little risque. But you know what the ultimate factor was? I'll show you the back of it. It's kind of cute. Nothing to it. Ultimate factor was, I breastfeed all day long. Everyone has seen this, so might as well. Like the modesty is out the window most of the time anyway. So I think this is fine. This is okay. It's, I think, modest than most, but I still see it and I'm like, I think I need a cover up, but I don't know. I like it. I like the prints, and I think it's cute. So I'm going to keep, I tore the tags off. I'm going to keep it, okay? And I do love that it matches. Loving the vibe. Loving that. Hopefully I like it next year, too. And plus, I have all summer to enjoy it. My camera died. Both of my batteries, they weren't plugged in. I thought I normally like charge one and then interchange them. Anyway, pretty sure I broke my shoulder. Can you break your shoulder? Twist it? Pull it out of the socket? Something happened to it. Right now, I'm cooking the rolls, and I cut them in half. I was telling you, I learned the error of my ways. I cut them when they're frozen, and then it comes 2 trays of this. And you're supposed to let them sit for like ever. Like, I don't know, let them thaw out for an hour, and then let them rise for like 3 more hours. I'm sorry, so half the day has passed now. Finally cooking brunch for everyone. Good thing everyone else sleeps in and it's not that big of a deal. Hold on, already talking about dinner. I'm making pulled pork, green beans, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes. So if you feel like you need something else, you go ahead and buy that. I don't know what the heck it is with this fridge. Half this pineapple is frozen. Carrots I put out yesterday, frozen. I'm like, what? I put them in the fridge, right? That's the fridge, the bottom. I'm just putting together the rest of brunch. I unloaded the grapes in here, took them off the vine because I feel like they get eaten better. Don't worry, I washed those. Everything's better when it's mixed together, you know? And the rolls, I'm gonna shove some chicken in here. And this is the chicken that I bought from Publix. Do you see how small this bag is? Compared to the Costco size bag that I get, guess how much? It was like $2 cheaper than the Costco bag, and you get 4 times as much from Costco. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, just based off of how I look at it. This is 24 ounces. 15 bucks, I wanna say. Maybe more, maybe $1 less. Gross. Unbelievable. It may have been $17. I hope it wasn't, but it might have been. While I was shopping through Publix, since I was buying so much, I kept thinking, oh no, the pork shoulder was 17, which I'm gonna put together later. But I kept thinking, I should just go to Costco. But it's so much farther. It would have saved me a lot more money if I would have just gone 15 more minutes up the road, you know what I mean? Anyway, this pineapple, Publix is fantastic. It is truly a pleasure to shop there. I'm just gonna chop this up. I'm gonna save half for myself because it's my vacation too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a Ziploc bag and bring it down to the beach and enjoy myself for just a moment. Are these done? Almost.
Hey, pineapple time, my favorite beach snack. What's your favorite beach snack? You gotta let me know so I can make it next time I go. I love pineapple, cold, crisp pineapple, no soggy bits, no core, no chewy bumblets in there, okay? And then, of course, I was throwing together the chicken minis. That is the star of this morning. Actually, the pineapple was the star of the morning. I only put half out, and the kids were gobbling it up. Pineapple is the best. Ah! So I think that day someone went out and got 2 extra pineapples to cut up.
My endless something, and you are something, 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 something.
I don't know what song I was even singing, but I was pretty much overly obsessing over Taylor Swift's new album, which I don't own, but I listen to on YouTube. I have YouTube Red. Okay, I pay for that, and I feel like I'm doing my part. But her new songs, I guess, aren't officially on there yet. So there's this song that I love, or that I'm loving, but I can't listen to it because it keeps getting taken down. Oh, I'm just gonna have to buy it. I don't know how to. I don't have like Apple iTunes or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Spotify? Maybe I'll listen. I don't know if it's on Spotify. I don't know. You guys, I don't know the answers. I guess I'll just wait for it to be on YouTube. That's all I listen to. That's all I watch, really. Oh, save me. I need a life. Okay, so I'm making these chicken minis. I'm just taking the rolls, cutting them in half. Well, the half. You get what I'm saying. And throwing the chicken in there with a little bit of honey. I'm only doing a little bit because I only have a little bit of honey to put on top. You can see my container is nearly empty. I felt like I was working at Subway. I had that honey in like a container. It was like a, what do they call that? Like a factory line. I'm taking a picture for the gram right here. That's what it's all about, okay? And beauties, these little beauties. I made 48 of them. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. 48 of them had I bought them from, because the whole time I was like, gosh, this is so time consuming, right? Letting them rise, putting them together, honey, whatever. So I did the math. If I had bought a 50 piece of these chicken minis from Chick-fil-A, it would have cost me around $60, probably more with tax and stuff, right? And then if you factor in the gas to get there, and I'm just kidding. Anyway, so whatever. $60. At home, they were about $20. So I saved a little bit.
I'm making pulled pork for dinner, feeding a crowd. So this is 7-ish pounds. I usually do this in my crock pot and like have my own spices and stuff. I don't really know how this is gonna work, but I'm just gonna do it. I ended up buying little packets because it was cheaper to buy these than all the individual spices, you know? So maybe I should have mixed those with the brown sugar and then dumped it over, but this is how I'm living my life right now, just willy-nilly. This smells really good. Ooh, I smell the paprika. What else is in here? There's brown sugar in here, great. And then it says other flavors. We don't really know what that is, but we don't question things. Barbecue sauce or ketchup. It calls for ketchup and apple cider. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know. One time I had this seasoning packet with apple cider and I just scarred. I don't know. I think I got sick that day or something. I am going to put in some water too. I feel like it's going to need some moisture because I'm throwing this in the oven. I don't have a crock pot or anything. Just smear this around. I should have just mixed it all together, but I didn't do that. So I live with the consequences. And then I'm going to cover it up like as low as the oven will go. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe 250. Maybe 200, maybe 175. I'm gonna find out. Thing is so old. I think 175 was a go, so I'm gonna try 150. I can't see. Nope, error. Okay. Not that this did anything. Where's my phone? I'm gonna Google. Okay, oh my gosh. I'm gonna Google how low an oven temperature will go. How low will this is dumb. Okay, well, it did 175, so I'm gonna do that. Beeped, it's good to go. I didn't do 150. But now I'm gonna look what temperature does a crock pot cook at. 165, 175, it's perfect. I'm just gonna cook it low and slow like I would in the crock pot and it's gonna be great.
And you know what? It was great. Hey, look at this other thing we found. This was the first day I realized, what's that beeping going off out there? Hope everyone in my house is okay. This crab, did you know that crabs move from house to house like hermits? I didn't know that. Why didn't I know that? Anyway, apparently their claws, like one's bigger than the other, and you can only clip off one, and then it grows. You know what I mean? Because that's how they defend themselves, so it's like illegal to take both. Anyway, so if you're eating crab, that's a little fun fact for you to spout out at the dinner table. But also, that's their exoskeleton. I had no idea, man. No idea. And it just looked so crazy. It had like eyes and a mouth and stuff. All right. Anyway, this was just a day at the beach. And I thought, you know what? I'm not filming anything. And it turns out, wow, I filmed way too much. It turned into 2 whole videos. I was going to make one long video, but it was just like, it was on the border. I'm on the borderline. Like the borderline of being way too long. And I thought, no one's going to stick around watching it. But if you're sticking around watching 2 separate ones, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to make it easy on myself. So I have 2 videos out of one. I just thought 40 minutes, one is long enough, some people think. But then some people think an hour and a half isn't that long. Anyway, I did my best. I'm trying to just do my best. That's all I can do. And this beach bum napped obviously he napped every day, but could you imagine just napping on the beach on your mom, nice and cozy, comfy, sweating up a storm. Like, it was great. And then, obviously chatting with the girls. That's always a fun part too. And I don't know about your girls, but mine are chatter boxes. And it's just so fun. I love chatting with my kids. And then that game on this in the sand, that's called Molkky. So if you're looking for a fun game to play, that is definitely a crowd pleaser. Okay. It is, I think it's a Belgian game and it's called Molkky, Molkky. I'll try to link it below. My sister-in-law, she played with us. She came to visit, obviously my brother and sister-in-law, and we had another family there, a couple families there. Anyway, there was a big group of us, and so we were playing, and they ended up loving the game. Like, it's just a fun, simple game, and they have an app for it too to keep score. We didn't know that. We found it out because a passerby was like from the Soviet Union, no less. She was like, did you know there's a couple of them? They were like, did you know there's an app for this? And I was like, what? This is crazy. So it'll do the math for you on the app because you got to keep score and all that good stuff. Anyway, it's really simple. I really encourage you to get it. Alex was playing at one of our kids' friends' birthday parties. They had the game. So Alex bought it and was like, this is great. And turns out it is great. And it's a crowd pleaser. So we ended up buying it, and now our kids play it, and it's fun. We bring it out whenever. So if you're looking for something to play, that's a great one. How many times can I say great? Trying to sell that. It's not like I get anything from it. I mean, my Amazon link, I guess if you use my Amazon link, if you want to, I'll get a couple pennies if you buy it. Anyway, it's fantastic. Just trying to spread the love, spread the joy of, spending time with the people that you love. And doing something fun, right? Making memories. That's what it's all about. And the seashell, can you even believe this? It's the best kind. Not chipped, not cracked, all in one piece. Very rare and very huge. And those are the kinds that are just so special. So Meredith said she found it, but I'm pretty sure one of the bigger girls found it. But she was taking credit for it, okay? This is the game in progress. I think we played it almost every day. Sometimes like way after the sun went down. It's very hard to see in the pitch black dark, but we made it work, and I feel like it added an element of surprise, an element of challenge there, and it was just fun, an element of fun. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, okay? And then that thing in the ocean, I don't know who brought that, but the kids loved it. I'm just kidding. We brought it, but don't tell anyone, okay? I don't know if that's legal. The kids were having so much fun on that too, that pad. Okay, so this was pulled pork that night. The pulled pork could have been better. I'm not even going to lie. And I went in and put Dr. Pepper in. That was my plan. Instead of adding water, I wanted to add Dr. Pepper, but that didn't work. Someone brought a fruit salad. Someone brought French fries. Someone brought applesauces, and I think a salad too is there that night. I'm pretty sure we had salad every night. And then one of the families made desserts. Look how stinking cute these are, like dirt cups, and one was chocolate and one was cheesecake. But the best dessert, I don't even think I got it on film, was banana pudding. Oh my gosh, talk about a hit amongst everyone.
Another day, another food. I didn't know that this video would turn into what I eat and what I wear on vacation, but I guess those are the two most important things. I'm gonna make some monkey bread. Haven't made this. I don't even remember the last time I made this. Oh, my camera, it's so cold inside. I turn the air down, but then I open the window and let me just show you what it looks like outside. I guess you can't really tell. I mean, things are going crazy. There's a storm a-brewing. You can't really tell if you walk outside, but I don't want to open the door because then everything will fog up again, including my glasses. So I guess I should gather my ingredients. Pretty simple. 3 cans of biscuit dough. It's not my favorite stuff. I find that it leaves a really weird film in my mouth, unless I coat it in cinnamon and sugar, in which case I don't notice a thing. You want a spoon? Oh, so good. Pretty simple instructions. I remember the first time I had monkey bread, which by the way is just like little pieces of bread coated in butter. Oh, you need butter too. Butter, cinnamon, and sugar. Someone decided to call it breakfast and they should win an award. Take the dough and you can cut it into quarters. Should we do quarters? I guess so. I've already gone this far. Don't think about it too much, right? Separate the pieces because I want to make sure that everything gets coated fully in the cinnamon and sugar. I'm sure you can use rolls too, or roll dough or whatever. I mean, I guess that's what these are. Anyway, into the bag, I'm going to throw in 1 cup of sugar and then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I like to go a little overboard with everything. And then throw the pieces into the bag, segments, and then I just shake the bag and make sure it's all coated in the cinnamon and sugar. I'm not leaving, I'm just getting Pam. Don't worry, Wolfgang. Hey, where's Mama? Where's Mama? Peekaboo. Here I am, hi buddy. You're supposed to do this in a bundt pan. I don't have that. I don't have it on vacation. I don't even have it at home. So I'm just using a 9x13. I feel like it'll be fine. Traditionally, a bundt is best, and then just throw the pieces in here.
That's all it takes for a sugary, delicious breakfast. Definitely tastes good. Definitely zero nutrition.
Throwing 1 cup of butter into a saucepan and letting it melt. So 1 cup, 2 sticks. Yes, I know. It's real healthy over here. Some people put apples and walnuts in this. I'm going to exclude them because kids. But I feel like adding apples would make me feel like, oh, it's a little bit healthier. The butter's melted. I'm throwing in half a cup of brown sugar, letting this melt. I used to do this in the microwave because who the heck cares, you know? But they would never really come out quite right, and I wonder, maybe this is why. Nope, this is wrong. I did it wrong. I knew it looked wrong. Oh gosh, I just wasted a cup of butter. No, but no, I didn't. Oh heavens. Oh gosh, what did I do? I'm supposed to heat up the rest of this mixture. Half a cup of this crap goes in, the discard cinnamon and sugar. See, that's what happens when I am distracted with the baby and don't read the directions. Gently heat. Well, what do I do with the brown sugar? Okay, combine brown sugar and butter. Add oh, we just add more. Okay, well this makes more sense. Okay, let's add half a cup of the discard. Like nothing went wrong. Oh gosh, making another mess. All right, close enough. Half a cup of that. And I'm gonna add some more cinnamon because I feel like I need to. Okay, now this is gonna look more like a syrup. There, doesn't that look better? Drizzle this on top of the monkey bread, and then I'm gonna cook it in my oven, 350 degrees. I don't know how long. I always feel like I need to cook it way longer, especially in this oven. I don't know what the heck. It's pretty old, maybe from the 70s. Perfect, perfectly acceptable, healthy breakfast option. I'm throwing this in the oven.
Okay, well, bun cake I think would have been the best choice. I did end up getting a pan and turning this over because the goopiness of it. And you know what we like to do? Well, not we. I don't like ice cream, but Alex likes to top it with ice cream and just make it as a dessert because I feel like really it's a dessert. But that's what breakfast kind of is anyway, you know, like pastries and stuff. So I'm not complaining. I am a fan of sugar and cinnamon and carbs. I'm trying to eat less of them. It's just not really working out, you know. You know what else I need? Tweezers. I've had this chin hair on my chin for like 2 weeks. I don't know where my tweezers went. No one ever told me, hey, when you get older, you're going to get chin hairs. Well, here we are. It's like one really long one. And it pops up in different, you know, always on my chin. All right, anyway, talking about, speaking of chin hairs, I have moved on to prepping dinner. And tonight I was making lasagna for everyone. Couple eggs, couple huge containers of ricotta cheese, Italian seasoning, you guys know, and then salt and pepper. If I had more seasonings, I would add them. Fresh is best, but I don't think it's necessary. And then, mozzarella cheese too. I probably added 4. I'm going to watch how much I add. At least 4 cups. That was half the bag. And I think I went in and added a couple more cups to that too. I was making 2 lasagnas and I make them hefty. I don't make like a little, it's lasagna. No, man. I wanted to fill up the entire dish. And I made the sauce that morning too, just really easily. And people were like, this is great. And for me, I just think, people are being nice. But they were like overly nice about the lasagna. It's not complicated. It does take a little bit of time to throw together, but it's always a crowd pleaser. I tell you, I get the no-bake noodles, throw that on there, and there you have it. Doesn't take much effort other than to spread out the ricotta cheese. That's probably the most, time-consuming part of it. But if you had a Ziploc bag or a piping bag, that would make things a little bit easier to just pipe it right on there. For me, it's getting the ratios right, but you'll see on one of them, like I ran out of cheese and I was like, nah, whatever. So I just skipped it. And no one was like, this one tastes different, So just work with what you have. And I knew I was making 2 hefty ones, so I just made a ton of everything. I used 4 cans of sauce, but really I think I could have gotten by with maybe 2.5. I don't know, maybe 3. I always like to have more because later that day I made some pasta too, so people could just make pasta and sauce if they wanted that. So it was nice to have a little bit left over. And then I just top it with mozzarella cheese, mozzarella. I didn't have any Parmesan. I'm just kidding at this point. I hope you know that. And did I? I saved it for the noodles. The kids like the noodles and cheese. So I saved it, but that's always a good addition to add right on top. And trick, I spray the top with like nonstick spray and then cover it with cheese. And that way, when the cheese melts, it doesn't stick. All right, how you like that?
You can watch the evolution. Ooh, the Wizard of Oz. I'm pretty sure I did something to my shoulder. You can watch the evolution of my sunburn happening in little spurts. I am making dinner right now. Kind of. Dinner? Not really. The lasagnas are in the oven. I made those earlier. I just threw them in. Well, 45 minutes ago. I went to check on them. I swear this oven doesn't work. But it's what I have, so it's what I'm working with. I don't have a thing for this, so. For the little ones who can't handle like the cheese and sauce and ton of that, I'm making noodles, love to accommodate. I don't know what this is doing out. And I'm making a dessert. It's one of my all-time favorites. Oh, it is so good. It's delicious. It's a crowd pleaser. It's a Kim pleaser. It's one of my favorites. I feel like I haven't made it in a year. I feel like I make it once a year in the summertime. Maybe this summer I'll make it twice because it's that good. It is called, I don't know what it's called, strawberry shortcake bars or something like that. I have 1 cup of butter softened, 2 cups of sugar, whip that up until it's fluffy. I just used my hands, so it could have probably used a lot more effort. I threw in 4 eggs, and that's where we're at. I don't have vanilla, sorry. I'm gonna work with what I have, and I didn't want to buy more vanilla because I have so much at home. Like, who cares? It'll be good enough. No matter how many times I clean this kitchen, still sand everywhere. I'm also gonna throw it on a pan. You're supposed to have a sheet pan. This is the biggest I have. If I need to use 2, I'll do that. We have 2. But you know, you work with what you have. Always and forever. Always and forever. You also need strawberries for this recipe. But for now, I'm going to add 5 cups, which seems a little excessive if you ask me. What? Okay, I don't say a word, not a single word. 5 cups of flour going in here. 4, that's good enough. 5, that's a little scant. And some baking soda. Oh my gosh, I spent like $1.18 on this piece of crap, and all I need is a half a teaspoon. That just won't do. So, oh my gosh, speaking of, you know what I left here last time that I didn't realize until I realized it? This. 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda because I need to make it worth it. And a little bit of salt. Mix that baking soda in so no one gets a large chunk of monk. A little bit more salt for flavor. Oh, hello, ladies.
So good.
Oh, good, it's lasagna. And I'm making dessert. Yeah, it's gonna be the best dessert you've ever eaten in your whole life. I'm just gonna give this a really good mix, and if I'm being honest with you, this alone, I could just eat the dough of this once it gets formed. It's so dang good. It's just a simple, like, crust, a shortbread, if you will. Full of butter, full of sugar. You need to be full of muscles to like get it fully incorporated. Well, that's good enough if anyone is asking me, which they're not, but that's fine, I'm baking it. Salmonella, freaking dare ya. It's so good. I'm gonna push it onto this pan, a thin layer. You're supposed to have like a 13 by 18 inch pan or something like that. You know what I use at home? It's a really big one, 15 by 21, I'm pretty sure. And that works. My hands stick to this, so sometimes I just wet it. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Wet it with a little bit of water. My dad taught me that. And then just, you know, work your magic. I guess I'll do the whole thing in one, because I like them thick. If you don't want to use water, use Pam. I feel like the water is kind of going into... If you think it's not going to spread out, keep going, it will. I've used it on the biggest pan possible, and this pan, it definitely will, because this is a really small pan. All right, good stuff. All the rest is just for me to eat. Probably could have spread that out more, but I don't give a crap about it. How long do I cook this piece of crap? Wait, place in fridge? Hold on. 375, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna make the topping. I'm gonna start on the topping. I have a block of cream cheese. It's room temp. I just threw it in the microwave. I don't know, a slow 10 seconds, maybe close to 20. I didn't even count. I don't even know how to use the microwave really. And then I'm gonna throw in 1 cup of powdered sugar. Me, because I just washed my measuring cup and no stinking way in heck I'm doing that again. Oh, I have to cut up the strawberries. I almost forgot. I'm over here cutting up watermelon for dinner, trying to multitask. Usually I would make dessert earlier in the day, especially this one, because I think you have to throw it in the fridge and kind of let it cool before you serve it, but it'll be fine. So once the cream cheese and powdered sugar is all together, then I'm going to throw this in. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in the microwave too. The Cool Whip, you only need 8 ounces. How much is this? Like half? I bought the huge honkin' container. You probably only need half. So I'll do more than half because That's how I live my life. You can't tell me what to do. All right, that should be good enough. Let's all the rest out. And if it's not good enough, we'll spread the rest on top. Sounds good to me.
And yeah, it does sound stinking good to me. I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorites. The thickness of the, what is it? Not sugar cookie, but the whatever layer that I made, the shortbread layer. It was so thick because the pan was shorter. Well, you know, what do you expect? But it was still delicious. I just added more toppings when I ate mine, and it was good to go. Strawberries, slicing those up for the tops. And then I whipped this together. It was just, did I show you? The cream cheese and the whipped cream. Like the whipped topping. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know. Oh, and then the cup of powdered sugar. That's right, I showed you, I'm pretty sure. So, waited for this to cook. I swear my oven wasn't working. I swear. It took 2 hours to cook that lasagna. 2 hours. 350, and then I came home after an hour, and I was like, this is like raw in the middle, okay? And then I bumped it up to 400 for the last hour, but I'm glad people were patient. And then, well, we were waiting on a couple things, but people brought up some salads, which, oh my gosh, delish. And then I'm telling you, this spatula MVP, okay? Alex was chopping up the lasagna in, you know, pieces. Oh, and then I think we had, what else did we have that night? That chicken. I'm going to share this crock pot meal with you. It's like 5 ingredient kind of thing. My brother brought it, and I was like, this is so good. Oh, and then Meredith showed me, not Meredith, Eleanor showed me her Play-Doh nails. Kids are so creative. And I'm just topping the dessert with the, you know, topping and stuff there. Avelina said, ooh, I did something cool with the camera work. Keep that in. I said, okay. Zooming in and out. That was her fancy skill right there. So proud of that. And then she was trying to get like 0.0 of everyone. Kids are so funny. Okay, and then once I have the topping on, I'm just throwing on some. She was trying to get Wolfgang. He was sleeping. Hilarious. I just threw on the strawberries. Just more. More is more, okay? Because everyone likes strawberries on their dessert. You know what? I made so much today. The strawberry fluff salad. I feel like I haven't shared that with you. I made it. I almost filmed it, and then I thought, you've seen me make it a couple years ago. Or maybe last year. It's worth sharing again. It really is. But anyway, maybe in the future. So I was going to cut it to show you how thick it was, but then I got a picture for Instagram and totally forgot. But I did share with you the sunset. Check this bad boy out. How incredible is that? Just the best. So I am going to let you just hang here, enjoy the ocean waves for about 30 seconds, maybe 20, 15 by now.
Before I start our adventure down at the beach today, I thought I'd throw together some of these like energy balls, protein balls. I don't know what to call them. Monster balls. They have M&Ms in them. Really simple ingredients. I have some protein powder, peanut butter, honey, and then what makes these different than my other ones, my dentist hates me, is I use quick cooking oats instead of the whole oats, which I know are like they keep you fuller longer, but I don't know. These just do something better for this recipe, so that's what I like to use. I don't even know if I have a measuring cup, so I might have to just use a cup as a guideline. Hold on, I think I was actually using it in the bath. 0 to 60 and 3.5. It's Wolfgang at the beach. 0 to 60 and 3.5. All right, I do have a measuring cup. I use it in the bath. I don't have to wash it, right? It's fine. 2 cups quick oats. 3 scoops of protein powder, but I feel like some scoops are bigger than others. I'm just gonna put 3 in here, which seems like a lot. I mean, 1 scoop is over a 1/3 cup, between a 1/3 and a half, whatever that measurement is. But I figured the more protein, the better. And this stuff smells amazing. What is this? Vanilla? They also have vanilla coconut, which I used in the coconut cake that I made last year. Gosh, amazing, it's amazing. I figured I'd make these protein balls because the kids have just been gobbling on this and eating all the gross snacks. I actually ran to the store again yesterday. Oh, when I got the rash guard and stuff, because the kids were like, we need snacks. Like they want all the gross snacks. But like we're on vacation, so it's whatever. Half a cup of honey. Oh, isn't this sad? I don't know if I have a half cup. Honey is so expensive. I'm contemplating so many things. I don't want to waste the honey, so I'm going to measure it. I normally don't. I want to get the Pam so it doesn't stick in here, but I don't want to walk away from the baby because then he'll lose his mind. Decisions. Here I go. Watch him real quick. Will you say, Mom? Hi, Mama. All right, here we go. I shouldn't have even measured. It's not even close. I knew I should have got the bigger bear. All right, well, that's the best we can do. Put in 1 cup of peanut butter, a little bit of salt. You want a cap? Oh my gosh, it's the coolest thing. Wow. I'm gonna do my best to mix this together. My old energy ball recipe, I call it my old one. It's my original, the OG. It has flaxseed, chia seed, coconut flakes, like all the good things to pack a punch. It doesn't have protein powder, but it has all the nutritional benefits of actual food. But I didn't want to bring all of the ingredients with me, so I feel like this is just as good of an option. Good thing I have some milk. The recipe actually calls for a 1/4 cup of milk, which I normally don't even add because I think I just go overboard on the honey and peanut butter. I don't normally measure, I just dump it in and it's fine. Since I don't have enough honey, I'm going to add some milk this time. Well, these are looking kind of dry and crusty, so I'm gonna add in some M&Ms. A 1/4 cup of mini chocolate chips too. I don't know, I feel like I do more of an 1/8 cup of this. It's kind of unnecessary to do so much, but I go in with my hands.
These were so good, but not the best. I'll just say that.
I've moved on to making breakfast, even though we have had breakfast. When I say we, like Meredith and I, we had bananas. We had some unhealthy choices, yogurt, and that's a healthy choice, but I won't mention the unhealthy choices. Anyway, I'm mixing this, and did you know, I don't think I've ever shared this with you, this is the most effective way to mix, around and down. Just like that. Just so simple, because I was mixing in some water, some extra water, and it wasn't, gathering together. It was kind of rejecting itself. So I just took my time, did this, just a little something I learned at Cordon Bleu. Lots of butter. If you don't put enough butter in, I'm gonna call Better Business Bureau on your butt. Oh, this is great. This is a great option I made for myself. Is it hot enough? This is the most horrible batch of pancakes I've ever made. Don't judge me based off of this batch.
Okay, so Wolfgang had the longest nap of his entire life this day, and I got ready to go down to the beach. Obviously I couldn't get in my suit because I was baby wearing, so I said, you know what, I'll let him sleep as long as I can. And I got ready, and eventually I did bring him down to the beach. This was like a 3-hour nap. I was like, this kid, but I was able to get a lot done while he was napping, some laundry and stuff like that. So, and then I got to relax out on the back, so that was nice. And then I'm telling you, I'm gonna go walk down to the beach and just hope for the best, okay? And that's exactly what I did. And then he eventually woke up, and we changed into our suits, and he just, oh my gosh, he's a beach bum. Loves the beach so dang much. It was a joy to watch them play.
Last day here, can barely believe it. Fit check, OOTD, and this is it. It is, I haven't even taken the tag off yet. I guess I was still debating it a little bit. It's a 1-piece. Isn't that cute? I like the color, and it goes really well with this skirt. It's like it feels like a whole new outfit, but really, just a different bathing suit. I like the color. I was actually influenced. On the website, they had I don't know, you know how they have normal people on there. And so I found her page, and she, looked way cuter than I do. I don't know. But I'm still happy with the way that it looks. All right, I've got to go clean the beach bags out and the cooler out because I didn't do that last night. Did clean the kitchen though, so that was progress. And I did a ton more laundry, if you can see behind me. May look the same as yesterday, but I did rewash them, which is a little ridiculous. Okay. And also, oh my gosh, this morning I was half watching HGTV because the baby was sleeping and I was eating and Meredith needed me, mom life, but I was halfway watching. HGTV is amazing. I feel like if I would have watched that show before we had picked out all this stuff for our bathroom, the addition, I may have picked a completely different motif and vibe. But it's cool. I feel like it's cool. It has to be cool because we already paid for it. But I'm watching it right now, and I think I'm going to catch the last couple minutes of the show, and I must find out their profit margin.
Turns out their profit margin is pretty high. Anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. It was a wonderful week of vacation. Wish you would have been there with me. I hope you enjoyed watching all the food that I made and the outfit changes that I made. And I hope it felt like you were kind of there with me because you were there in spirit. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.